In the world map, Nepal is a South Asian country with a well-known identity as a country of natural and cultural diversity. Every year, thousands of tourists visit to Nepal. The Ghorepani Poon hill trekking in Annapurna region, which is one of the top 10 adventure trekking destinations around the world, has become primary attractions for the entire tourist looking for adventure trekking. This route is the best way to see exclusive natural phenomenon along with uncountable and beautiful hilltops, rivers, streams, brooks, cascades, waterfalls, ever-white shining snow-covered peaks, hilly villages and Himalayan settlement. A trip of Ghorepani Poon hill trek arranged by Accessible Adventure begins from Kathmandu with all the trekkers into the microbus. Enjoying the mesmerizing sceneries and natural beauty along with Trishuli riverbank, completing the distance of 200 km, we reach to Pokhara. Today, we are going to spend our night at this hotel. Next morning, observing the wonderful Fiva Lake at Pokhara, we move towards Nayapul. Nayapul is at the distance of 45 km far from Pokhara. Our trekkings begin from here. After some arrangements, we walk for 15 minutes and one can continue their journey on a horse from here where the arrangements have been already managed by the company. Now we are proceeding towards Hile. This is a breeze of Ghorepani. Crossing this bridge, we reach Ghorepani and have our lunch here and further continue our journey towards Hile, walking steep upward. After 3 hours of the trekking from Nayapul, now we are at Hile. Today we are going to stay a night at this guest house. Hile is at the height of 1540 meters above the sea level, where mostly the Gurung ethnic group of people lives. The enchanting views of the beautiful field full of crops like potato, wheat, including all the several green vegetables, make the tourist feel surprisingly pleasant. Our today's journey will be up to Ghorepani. After waking up early in the morning and proceeding our journey, enjoying the view of beautiful rivers, streams, brooks, cascades, waterfalls, suspension bridge and many more, we reach to Bantanti at around 3 hours and 30 minutes. Today we are having our lunch at this hotel. This Bantanti lies at the elevation of 2,200 meters above the sea level. After walking for 3 hours from here, now we are at Ghorepani. This Ghorepani is at the height of 2,855 meters above the sea level. Today we will stay a night here. After waking up early in the morning, today we are moving towards Poon Hill. Wow, how beautiful rhododendron blossoming all around. It is really amazing. It is a famous spot for the sunrise where thousands of tourists visit to view the amazing view of sunrise. We can find 7 different types of rhododendron at this region. Now we are at Poon Hill, which lies at the height of 3,210 meters above the sea level. One can see the very beautiful mountain Machapuchre, 6,092 meters, Annapurna South, 7,219 meters, Himchuli, 6,441 meters, and Mountain Dhaulagiri, 8,167 meters from here. This place is always crowded by the tourists as they are highly attracted by the panoramic beauty all around seen from here. The chilly and cool wind blowing and the whitest snow on the way make the tourists feel as they are lost somewhere in the heaven of nature. Observing the exclusively beautiful sceneries from Poon Hill Tower, we went to Ghorepani and had our lunch. We proceed towards Ghorepani, enjoying eye-catching view of the snow-capped mountain peaks like Machapuchre, Annapurna South, Himchuli, and many more. After walking for 6 hours steep downward, now we are at Ghorepani. Next morning, we move towards Gangdruk. After walking for about 4 hours and 30 minutes, now we are at the one of the best trekking destinations, Gangdruk. The beautiful, colorful flowers blossoming all around makes us feel that they are smiling towards us and welcoming us in their place. This view surprisingly erases all the tiredness and refreshed us once again. This is a view of the farther village called Langdruk. One can see the agriculture of the green vegetables like tomato, cauliflower, onion, and many more here. Today we will spend our night at this place. Next morning, after having our breakfast, we begin our trekking. Crossing the amazing tiny wooden-made bridge, hills, enjoying the view of mountains, and walking steep downward for about 4 hours and 30 minutes, we reach to Ghorepani. After having our lunch and resting for a while, we prepare to return back and continue our journey towards Nayapur, from where we took a microbus to Pokhara. This day we stayed at one of the hotel in Pokhara.
My name is Christer Dortland. I'm Norwegian. We've had a 5-day trip, and it's been a very good trip. We were sort of unlucky with the weather. Every afternoon there was a bit of rain, sometimes more than others. But luckily most of the time we got in-house before the rain started, so we can enjoy ourselves indoors instead. I think for me the best part of the journey was Gurung Hill. We got up in the morning and the sun was shining and the views were absolutely spectacular. Really, really beautiful. So that definitely made it worth it. Right. We've had 2 boys with us, as you can see in the background. We were a bit uncertain before we started how that would turn out, because you never know if the kids are going to like it or not. But it has all gone very well. They have had no real problems walking. We were happy to have the horses for the first 2.5 days. That helped a lot for the ascent. And I think they've all enjoyed themselves. Yeah. I have, especially. Okay. Thank you.
Very much. I'm Zita Marko Dotlan. I'm Krista's wife. I'm Hungarian. I was here as a backpacker 21 years ago in Nepal. At that time we didn't have the time and the budget to go trekking, and this time I had the opportunity to bring my family over to the Annapurna region. We have appreciated a lot the assistance, the services, the help, the attention of our guide, our porters and the horsemen as well. It was a lovely trip, beautiful nature. We got very, very close to the mountains. At the same time we could also experience the hospitality in the various villages around the route. So the Ghorepani Poon Hill tour can very well be recommended to any family with small, not so small children. So thank you very much for your patience with us, and wish you good luck in the future.
I'm Krister Delton's son, and I think this trip has been very fun and challenging at the same time. The first day was easy, and there was a very good guest house. In the second day, it was the most challenging. We had to go up a lot of stairs, but most of the journey was fun, challenging, and easy at the same time. Our guide has been very helpful, so have the porters and the horses, because when me and my brother were down, we were very tired. We couldn't go any further for some time. We just had to sit on the horses, and then they took us where we had to go. So I'd like to say thank you to our guides, our porters, and if they were here, the horsemen. And I think other people should do this trip as well, because it's fun, challenging, and easy at the same time. So thank you very much.
The next morning we took a microbus to Kathmandu, while some tourists may take a direct flight from Pokhara to Kathmandu as well. All the arrangements of this trekking have been managed by Accessible Adventure at Naya Bazar in Kathmandu. In the days ahead, this accessible adventure will continue to serve our guests through this kind of journey and cultural journey, and many more tour packages according to one's time and interest. Furthermore, this agency has been managing the domestic and worldwide ticketing, as well as the booking of hotels for lodging for tourists in almost every part of the world for 15 long years. We are very glad to serve you as our guest. Guests are God. Atithi Devo Bhava.